Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of FettylationsRatedR
With Reeghan Nyce
Podcast23. And today we are joined here by my good friend Byron Thomas and his good friend Jack Hollow. Now let's
take it. Someone got that.
So just tell us your names, boys, how old you are and what you guys do.
I'll start. My name is Byron Thomas and I'm co-CEO of Beaslo, and I'm currently 20 years old and running a business with my partner Chad.
Brian is also has the world clicking record, not the world click. Got that wrong. Fuck, I was fanning it. Okay, your turn, bro.
Yeah, I'll just give it the world clicking record. But yeah, my name's Chad, 21, also co-CEO of Beaslo with this guy over here.
So how long have you guys been on this journey together?
Jeez, we started end of last year, actually. Like not even end, like I would say October, even before that.
And then when did you guys launch or get registered officially?
Okay, so we started with so many different business ideas. Like we went from selling clip-on glasses to necklaces we've jumped so many to car washes to social media marketing. We've gone through every thing that we can do. But then we took it seriously. We got registered at the beginning of this year. Like we registered the company. Like that was a mission on its own.
Yeah.
People don't understand the difficulties of registering a business. We've actually spoken about this the other day. It's actually good for us because it takes so long. So people that think they can make money quickly, they try to start a business, but then they realize how difficult it is. And that's where we can take advantage of.
Dude, it's not just that. Just like there's always one problem. Like registering the company, there's always one issue. Like then we have to link our bank account. Then there's an issue. Then we link the bank account. Then we have to open up like a pay gates so we can accept payments. We do that, no problem. But now we move it over to a company. Now we have to reapply with the company information. Then there's stuff missing, so we have to revert back to personal. Like every time there's just something so small.
Speaking my language now, bro.
Yeah,
speaking my language.
So difficult.
I know Reeghan did a video for InnoSubs. I don't know if you know Simeon Panda's brand. It's a nutrition brand. They sent him some things from America and tell them the story about like the customs and stuff like that and how long they took and shit like that.
Yeah, it's really interesting how this happened. The company got the product sent out from Texas. After chatting to me, they got it sent out in like a day into customs and whatever. It took from there to get to, what's the place called? Post office. Took 2 months to get to the post office. And then the post office didn't notify me anything, and they wouldn't even tell me which post office it was. So I had to go and find the post office, go and drive around and find it. And then I get there and I say, I'm here to pick up my parcel. They look for it for like 30 minutes while they're sitting having a chat with each other. And then they eventually find it and they're like, cool, you have to pay us 780 Rand for import fees.
Yeah, that's
like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and then it tells InnoSubs
And then I sent the company a message and said, listen, can you take care of the customs fees? They replied an hour later. It was about 1 a.m. for them. Reply an hour later, said, cash sent.
Oh, jeez. Wait,
just like that.
Wait, Simeon Panda, he's the bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a brand, Panda.
No, InnoSubs sponsors him.
Oh, shit. But that's sick. That's crazy.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Before I had a friend, I knew anyone that started a business in my friendship group, and he was saying to me that in South Africa it's more difficult because you get demotivated just by waiting in the line at home.
Yeah, fucking true.
It got me thinking, bro. It got me thinking, like, nobody else in the world has the resilience we have. So I know that most people who wanted to start a business would just wait in the line and then they'd be like, fuck this, and just never started ever again. So the fact that you guys saw through and even got started just shows me how much resilience and how much determination you have. But like, I want to know how long it took for it to come alive.
But can I just quickly speak on that? If we lived in America, starting this business we wanted to would be so easy. Let's just say, for example, e-commerce, right? So we've kind of moved away from the typical e-commerce, but if we were to have an e-commerce store in America, all the products are held in the American warehouse, so it's easy shipping to the customer. And secondly, they have their own payment gateway. We have to outsource our payment gateway. And then if our store is in dollars, and let's say it's $2, it converts to the payment gateway in South Africa as 2 Rand, not 20 Rand. So it's like, and then we have to find another third party to convert the transaction, because it will show up as 20 Rand, but then it will go through as 2 Rand. So we have to find a third party for that as well. And America, Shopify, for example, has their own like payment gateway. Shopify payments goes straight into your bank account. So that's another thing. And then also, can I just say one more thing about the customs? initially, I'm sure you guys have heard of drop shipping, was our initial plan. Definitely moved away from that. But you were our first customer of one of our drop shipping stores, which is the necklaces. And can I just say, your order is still, we haven't cancelled it. So and you haven't got it.
It's been like 7 months and you still haven't got your necklace.
Absolutely.
We can't cancel. It says pending, because we paid for it to have it shipped to you. It still says pending. And then even if it gets to the post office, like you said, we won't even know if it gets there. So we've had to make our business sell to South Africans and source our products from South Africa specifically.
The experience I had with you guys were pretty good with the customer service. When I told you about my chain, I got your refund back very quickly. Everyone was very engaging. Everything got explained to me. So what keeps you motivated to be able to, just have the patience? Because
our business was up and running. Like you said, we had the good customer service, and then we had to rely on the suppliers and the third parties that let us down in the long run. So technically, we got our side sorted, but pushing through the part where we have to rely on everyone else is a difficult part.
I can imagine. So what do you think has changed now since then?
We don't really need to rely on the third parties because they're all against Africa. We've made sure that everything is within our country. So we're selling to South Africans where American companies can't let us down,
I will say, the thing is with us, we get on very well and we're both very positive. So we found a supplier in South Africa, a wholesaler. Now that we registered a company, we can now register for wholesalers that only sell to companies, right? That only sell to stores. Yeah. So we registered at one of those. We found the products we wanted. We listed it on the store. About a month later, the wholesaler closed down.
Even worse,
it's man. I will say when everything is running so smoothly and perfectly one day, we'll at least feel like we deserved it because we keep going after, we could have stopped after your shipment didn't come through or after the wholesaler closed down. It's like, we will get it right eventually.
And as I keep saying to people, bro, when we start competing on a global level, no one's going to have the resilience we have because they're not used to it. You know what I mean? And things happen all the time. Anything can happen. And we'd be prepared for it because we've seen the worst, bro. We've seen it all, man.
We're fighting load shedding as well, which is because another one of our businesses is a car wash, right? So we have guys that we've trained, we bought all the equipment, and then we set up our location. So we're talking to 2 right now. And then with that, we basically don't do anything. The guys come through, collect payment, wash the cars, move on. But not all those places have a generator. So that's another issue. So we would have to buy our own battery. Yeah, battery. And then that way we can also maybe move into mobile washing. But load shedding as well is just another issue that we have to fight in South Africa.
What do you guys think the secret is to having healthy competition amongst each other? Because as guys, we're naturally competitive, right? And if you want to be with someone long term and do stuff with them long term, it has to be, you have to make me better and I have to make you better, right? But we have to make sure it doesn't get toxic. It doesn't get I'm feeling bad. So what do you think is different with you guys that it doesn't work with everybody else? Because it's not just putting together the company. It's people just don't get along.
The thing is, we've had arguments, but it's never ever gotten we will both settle.
We'll come to an agreement,
easy. Mutual agreement. Yeah. And we've been talking non-stop business for at least 5 months straight.
Before we got going.
Yeah, we'll come to an agreement. We both agree. If I strongly believe that this is how it should be and he doesn't, I will make the sacrifice. It's a joint business. I'm not gonna okay, forget you, I'm gonna do it this way. We do come to our agreements.
But it's not stupid decisions where you're right and I'm wrong, and they're both valid reasons, but there has to be a meeting in the middle.
But we also delegate, he's got, this is what you need to do, this is what I need to do. So it's not we both need to do this. I feel like I'm the only one doing it, you're not doing this.
But it's difficult to tell someone that to get it off your chest. It almost feels easier to just run with it by yourself, but you can't do anything by yourself. You need to
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I do. When I was in school, I knew I was gonna, I told everyone that I'm gonna have, I had a business called Beard and Beast, sold beard oil. I had CR Workout, I sold workout stuff. I had fruity pacifiers, I sold baby dummies with fruit in it. I went through so many different businesses. I had Rock Bro cycling gloves, I sold cycling gloves. But it wasn't until I joined partners with my friend JD for Chaotic Chillers. I know you at one of the events. I realized I get so much more done with a partner, and maybe it's not that for everyone. Maybe some people work better by themselves, but having a partner, I think, is increased my productivity so much.
Yeah, because when you have a partner, you have somebody to hold you accountable.
100%.
Makes a massive difference.
That's true. Do you guys think you could have a partner that's a lady, in running a business with? I'll go first. I feel
This is haram. Send her to Saudi. Let her repeat this shit.
I'll be honest, bro. I feel like I can't. Like, I had a job for a little while, and I was working with chicks, and all they were doing was complaining, bro. Like, they wouldn't get their way, and I'm like thinking to myself, well, this is the world, and I don't think they're used to it, bro. I don't think they're used to not getting their way, but they're so much better at closing as well, because they're just like, they make guys feel insecure so easily, and then guys just want to buy everything. They're like,
That's exactly what we were talking about for the car wash. We wanted women to stand next to the car wash to attract the men.
yeah.
People find it wrong, but money's money, you know.
I worked in real estate, and that was one of the biggest things. Like, we would lose not lose customers, but my boss would hire the men because he strongly believed that we were way better agents. But it was the woman that got the leads, like 100%. Like, if a girl, like well-dressed, smart, intelligent girl, comes into, and let's say you own a house and you wanting to sell it, maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you would give it to a man instead to sell your house for you. But they're very good at convincing you that, like, especially if they come in and they look intelligent, and like an intelligent, good-looking woman, very hard to say no to.
True.
And then you're like, they'll somehow get you to let you sell their house for them. There was even a series on Netflix where, like, this one guy built his real estate agency around only hiring attractive women, and that was his like if you wanted to be an agent for his agency, you had to be an attractive. There was a Netflix series about it, and they were selling like $1 million homes. Like, that was quite interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's pretty crazy. There's another place called Homespun. I think it's the same.
Oh, yeah.
You know that place? They only hire women, which is pretty fucking insane. But
No, but then again, they're working for the man. But your question was, if you're working with someone there, that's a different thing, because then the woman has to make the decisions. Whereas for the documentary you used, or the Netflix series you used, the woman has to obey the man's decisions in the company.
Yeah.
So it's very different.
So to answer you, we would happily have a lady as like in a managerial position or admin position. But are you asking, would we have her as a partner, as in we split?
Decision making. Like, she sits at the table.
Like, so if I was the woman right now, like this, are you saying, I don't know?
No, but like in terms of, would she get a vote? Because I'm sure you guys have to both agree, right? So would she also have to agree?
I feel like there's some things women do that are better than us. I will be honest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely, like admin or taking care of. Personally, I can't do that at all.
Me too.
Also with customer service.
Customer service for sure. If they like, because we've spoken to some of our friends, and they've all been girls to help us out with some like sort of things, like especially just fulfilling orders, helping pack and ship the orders, because we were on Take a Lot as well, and that was getting a bit tedious to do. We would happily have a girl come on and do that. And if she felt that, because we're not dealing with that, right? If there's something she felt should be different in that case, then I would say, yeah, I'll listen to you, because you're the one doing it.
Yeah, bro. But that's the problem. What I've come to find is that it's not about what you like, it's about what you need, right? So, like, I know I need someone to hold me accountable, but it's that I don't necessarily want it. And Reeghan's the perfect person for that, bro, because this guy works like a fucking machine, and I know that's what I need. But I draw the line somewhere, bro. Like, I know women will only get me further in my business or whatever I'm trying to do, but it's just about me being able to bear them when I'm with them. Like, bro, like, if someone else could just come in and do it for me, like, that'd be fine. But, like, I want to be engaging with my whole, whoever's working with, I'm working with, working for, and I want to be around, and I just can't do it with women. I'm sorry, bro, because they just don't know how to take anything seriously. Like, this one time I was going somewhere, and I got into a lift, and it was going up, and this chick came in, and I just knew, bro. I was like, do not say a word, do not say a word. And it came out, I was like, rough day. And oh my God, bro, she did not shut up. She was like, I want to move out of Cape Town. This is actually for losers. I'm like, geez, I just asked you if, like, you're having and then they just go on. But, like, I think they're under the impression that people care. Like, okay.
Dude, that is so accurate though.
You ever on a call with the chick and she just goes off and you like put the phone down and start doing something else?
We just let her talk to herself. But bro, they under the impression that people care about what they're going through, because half the people that they're talking to want to fuck them, and the other half want to be friends with them. And it's just it's a rough pill to swallow, but it's the fucking truth. You know, and I just, like, once in a while, I just want to scream at a bitch and be like, I don't care.
I saw
Like,
this thing, dude. It was like, as guys, we grow up, and no one can deny this. As guys, when we grow up in school, people will tell, like, other guys will tell you the truth. Like, if you came in and your shoes were not so good, I don't know if I can swear, but whatever, then they'll come in and just kind of.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, but yeah, they'll come in and just be like, "What are you wearing, dude? Those are like," and they'll tell you, or if you like, we're sweating a break, then we'll be like, bro, you stink. Like what? Like,
and you know what the crazy thing is? Anybody can get the smoke. So in like a friendship group of chicks, the leader never gets the smoke, right? They always tiptoe. And guys' friendship groups, right? If you come in with a funky haircut, no matter what you are, people are gonna make fun of you, bro.
But now girls will always get told that they look pretty, whether they do or whether they don't.
Yeah.
You can come into school and maybe this one girl will tell her friend like, what is she wearing? And then, oh my word, you look so beautiful today. Like they're used to that, right? So we used to being clowned for stuff that we're not. Like we used to honesty. So we hold ourselves like lower than what we are, and girls hold themselves higher than what they actually are. So for that case, like, of course they feel like everyone cares what they think, because all day everyone cares what they think.
Have you noticed that there's like an entire economy built on lying to women and making women delusional? Because I was watching this series that Fetty recommended to me, Too Hard to Handle, and they bring in these...
He's lying.
I have video proof. I have video proof. But I was watching the series, and they bring in this female self-improvement coach for the woman, and she's just the whole time like, everybody needs to empower themselves and accept themselves and feel so great about themselves. Men's self-improvement's like, you're fat, lazy, you're broke, get a fucking job, get fucking rich. That's how you get results. But with women, it's all about empowerment, telling them that they're better than they actually are. So they are delusional to the point where they think that everything is about them because of that.
Yeah, well, that's what changes mindsets, I guess. Like,
that's true. There's an argument for that, but there's a difference between delusion and manifesting. You know what I mean? Like perspective and stuff like that. Like you don't want to get too delusional to the point where you don't see reality and stuff like that. Like I always like, but if you have to tell yourself you're attractive in the mirror, then you're not attractive. If you have to keep saying to yourself, I'm beautiful, then you're not, bro.
Yeah.
And like, bro, like for me personally, like, I don't know if you guys felt the same, like Andrew Tate, bro, like he changed my life. Cause like, it's not like when I discovered him, I was already doing my own thing. I was already on my shit. But we all have those days where, you know, you wake up and you just get stuck in the TikTok scrolling.
Yeah.
And for some weird reason, at some point, mine was just Andrew Tate. And he would just come at me constantly, baby.
Yeah.
You brokey. You're not doing anything. And then, like, at some point when I got annoyed by him, that's when I knew I needed to put my phone down and do something actually productive.
Yeah.
Right? So, even no matter what level you get to, bro, I think you always constantly need that you suck element. Like you're not doing enough. You're not doing well enough. Like, what's his name? Imaan Ghadzi, bro. I think he's worth like 78 million.
Yeah. I saw you're chilling with them.
Bro.
That was great.
Top guy. But he bro, I doubt he even enjoys his money, bro. Like when I watch his content or when he speaks about stuff, he seems like he's always working, bro. And like he has a house in Dubai and he has a house here and he rents them out. Sometimes not even yet, and he's renting these big ass.
Oh, does he own those?
He doesn't own, he rents them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's to keep him on his toes, to know that he doesn't have this. And also, like, what did they say? You lease liabilities and buy assets. And maybe, okay, but a house is an asset though. But like maybe he just
House is an asset.
Yeah, isn't it?
Not an asset. If it's generating you rent, then it's an asset. But if you're spending money on anything, it's a liability.
But my point is, he can afford it. He can afford to buy the houses, but he doesn't. And I think it's just to keep him on his toes constantly. Because the one thing I had a problem with him, bro, is that he hasn't lived long enough. You see, Andrew Tate, at least he's gone through all the phases of life.
Yeah.
Of being a man. That's what I appreciate. And like, Imaan, bro, he's 23, but his mentality, I love it, because he even says, like, it doesn't matter what I have now. It matters what I have 10 years from now. And I'm like, bro, that's a crazy mindset to have. Because the first thing I would do if I got my hands on 70 mil is make sure I buy a house.
Yeah, same. 100%.
Just make sure I think, this guy is renting out his houses, bro. These fucking postal big mansions.
Yeah, he's constantly spending.
Bro, and he rents the one out in Cape Town and he's not even here. Like 6 months. Like,
He comes in like once a year.
Bro, and he's just renting it out the whole time. And I think it's just to keep him on his toes to make sure he can constantly afford renting these places out.
I saw he said, I've tried so hard to spend, I think it was $500,000 or $50,000. Yeah. So it was like, I tried so hard to spend $50,000 in a single month in South Africa, and I just can't do it. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that, Sean. Then you check all the comments. It was like, guys calling him a puss. Yeah, guys calling him a puss.
I saw people say, like, I'll help you spend. Like,
Do you guys believe him though?
No, I think we could spend 50,000.
Bro, I think he's not in the right place.
I actually don't. I think he's right. I think if you take away like stuff that you spend on, like, let's say a car and a house or whatever, that doesn't really count. I'm talking about like if you just come into 1 month, you got like 600,000-700,000 rand to spend in 1 month. But that's obviously not a car. Like, let's say I just give it to you now. You got 1 month to spend it. Like, but stuff that you would do every month, not like you're not going to buy a car every month.
But do you know what catches me off is that he says every restaurant he goes to, he tries to order the most expensive bottle of wine. Go to a wine farm and order the most expensive.
Okay, true.
That's the different level. So he's clearly is not into the culture. Like, bro, he hasn't discovered enough of South Africa in general. I remember I was sitting with him and this guy came and took a photo with him, and then he was like, bro, why don't you come to Durban? And he's like, oh, I'll come there. Then the minute the guy left, I told him, I'm like, bro, don't go to
like this is everyone, yeah.
Bro, this is the best place you'll get it at, bro. This is the best place. And he was like, yeah, this is like a mini Europe, because Cape Town has got a lot of potential, bro.
Did he go to Joburg or did he just stay?
It just goes, it's just, yeah.
Okay, it's not.
There's a guy that works for him that's from Joburg, and the guy from Joburg tells him the same thing. He's like, bro, don't fucking go.
I was wondering, tourists, like, when they like, I'm going to go on a holiday to South Africa, like, let's go visit Cape Town, Joburg. Like, do they include Joburg in that? I was just thinking that, like,
I think maybe the Kruger, but not like,
yeah, Kruger, definitely.
like the attractions. But maybe not,
No brainer.
they probably did the research.
But I don't like that whole Kruger vibe, bro, because they that's what they think the whole place is. So if you like Dan Brazilian for some reason, right?
Yeah.
There's this mansion in Seapoint, I don't know where, it's in Cape Town, but it's $180K to rent per day. That Ironman house.
Oh, the Iron Man house. Yeah, I was actually about to ask you.
I saw that.
Dan was staying there, bro. And like someone in his team posted because you know travels with like 30 girls.
Yeah.
Like posted a reel of like this. It was beautiful, bro. It looked top notch. I've never seen a sunset so beautiful, bro. And like he posted on his Instagram just him at the safari, bro. Like he doesn't post the good, and he's like, when in Africa, and I'm like, nigga, don't fucking lie.
Yeah. I saw you because he had an event here. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't.
Because obviously when I was hosting events, I got added to all like the events groups like that are happening in Cape Town. Yeah. So then one of them was like Dan Bilzerian's having an event, and I think it was like.
You also had one.
Yeah, the entry. No, I think it was like 30K for.
Which for 5 people would be like.
Yeah. It was something like 30,000 rand entry just to see him.
But would you like be chilling in his perimeter and stuff?
Yeah, you get to meet him, I think.
Oh yeah, you get so there was different tiers. So one of the tiers you get to meet him. The other one is that you get to be or I don't know if it was served or just get to hang with the models. The Dan Bilzerian, like that was what you were mainly going for, the Dan Bilzerian models.
Oh, bro, I'd rather want to talk to him than the model.
Yeah, honestly.
But like a typical man would probably go for the woman.
Yeah, bro. But like to pay 30K just to chill with models that are gonna get fucked by that.
Well, what's your guys' thoughts on him? Because I know that no one really knows exactly how he made his money. I don't know what do you.
Bro,
think?
I respect him, bro, because like you must just live life. You mustn't overthink stuff.
But what if he was given? Because I know it was like his family, not him.
Yeah.
So would you still respect him if he was given the money?
I respect him for pulling off the finesse, because there was clearly some finesse there. So he told his dad, Dad, I just bought a private jet. And his dad said to him, congratulations, I had 4 by your age. So clearly there's something in his head that's like, it's a chip on his shoulder, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't respect him in terms of he's a liar. So there's this thing called Navy SEAL training. Yeah. And only like 4 people have completed it, like David Goggins is one of them. And Dan claims to have completed it, but he broke his legs towards the end. But listen to this, bro. You have to work out from Monday to Sunday, no sleep, every day, all day, for 7 days straight. Like, I can work out for as long as I can, but the non-sleeping part, that is
I believe that the Goggins dude did it.
Of course, Goggins, but Dan.
Yeah.
But why is he lying so much, man? He lies about everything. You should share, like, he lies about the fights he's been in, the guns he's like, he went to Iraq, he got his legs popped off, his knees popped off. And I'm like, bro, you're living a good life.
Yeah, and his company is also not profiting, yeah?
Do you think he's making these tickets such a high price because he has no money?
But then...
No, he's got money.
That's what they said about Robert Kiyosaki, because apparently he was making most of his money from the seminars he did for his book. So it depends what you think about Robert Kiyosaki. But like, I don't think Dan's broke, dog.
Because I don't think so.
I think Ignite could easily be the biggest company in the world. I remember at some point they were getting more engagement than Nike and Adidas on Instagram for a good reason. Yeah. You see the things he posts, bro. It's like it's a good life, and they rack up a lot of engagement. And the thing is, some of the models he lives with, at least like 10 of them have like over 2 million followers.
Yeah, so, he can't be broke. If like literally just from the content, like if the girls are posting and then getting paid for sponsorships, he'll probably take a cut of that.
But I feel like he's not pushing hard enough.
He's chilling. He's chilling.
He's chilling and he's traveling, bro.
But then again, does he have to push hard enough, do you think, if he's living this life?
No, but
any further?
I believe he's broke. I believe he's in debt. But as Robert Kiyosaki said, debt is good, bro. Debt is good. You must just finesse the system.
I say I still trust people that are rich. Like, because, you know, there's a thing like, I don't want to take advice from you. Like, let's say adult gives you advice. You're like, I don't want to take advice from you because you're not a millionaire. You know where I want to be. Yeah. But then you'll take advice from someone who is a millionaire because they like obviously know how to get there. Even if it was luck, my point is, even though let's say Dan did get given his money, I would still listen to him more than I would someone who earns 100,000 rand, because he's like knows what it's like to live rich. He's got this. He knows what it's like having.
You know what it is with Dan is that I've caught him on lies too many times.
Yeah, true.
For me to take anything seriously. That's why I like Andrew Tate so much, bro, because that guy gives it how it is.
I do like it too. I will admit I didn't like him in the beginning. I was on the thing because I was like stuff he said.
Bro, he was being fucked up. I won't lie.
Yeah, but the stuff he said was like it's just like, even if you like, why would you say something like that? Like, that's just dumb. Yeah. But then he turned it around, and I was like, oh, I agree with pretty much everything.
Yeah, it starts to make sense after a while. Then you get into it.
It does. I have so many people, bro, that were telling me I'm crazy the way I do things with chicks and stuff like that, and then when they get cheated on, they come back to me. They're like, bro, you were right. I'm like, I told you, bro. Yeah. I told you this was fucking inevitable, bro. That's another thing I don't like about Imaan, bro. He's very well publicly trained. Like, he knows how to speak, like, for everybody to relate to what he's saying, or like not hate him for it. But like that, there's no truth in that, bro. I respect it a lot. Like, he's taught me a lot about the world and how to finesse. Because I don't know if you guys have seen The Sopranos. It's like a mafia movie, bro. Now,
I think I've heard of it.
You definitely have. If you saw it, you'd know what I'm talking about. But one of the guys, the main guy, was like a post-rich mafia guy. So whenever they ask him what he does for a living, it's like, I'm in the waste management business. And like, obviously that's just the front, right? Now, I ask him, I'm like, what do you do, bro? And he's like, oh, waste management business. And this is my theory, right? I told Reeghan, this is my theory. Because Imaan looks like, bro, you know, Walt has a certain aura and a certain walk and a certain way you be. Like, he just has it, bro. It doesn't look like someone who came from the like, Andrew Tate, you can tell he was a brokey. Like, the way he behaves, bro, he's a hooligan. Like, Imaan's different, bro. He's like super like sophisticated and shit. And you don't just like turn that shit on. It's like you live it. You know what I mean? And he's so young.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, his dad was probably in the mafia. That's what I'm thinking. And then his dad only said he could get his money at a certain age, and he died. And then that's how Imaan, like, he was getting this money at 21, and then so he started the hustle earlier to make it seem like to make it seem. But the thing is, life is sales. So a good story puts the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
So if you see the story of this guy starting from the bottom, no matter what happens at 22, if the money is given to him, you can't prove it.
Yeah.
He's been grinding since 15.
Yeah.
So that's what I think happened. But again, I wouldn't say it to his face because that's disrespectful. I wouldn't talk to him about his dad like that in his face. But that's what I've like, bro. He's a rich boy, bro. Yeah. You can just tell. And with Andrew Tate, you can tell that guy is like, he's not meant to be there.
Yeah.
He's meant to be fighting in some cage somewhere in Kazakhstan or some shit.
You know what's interesting about Imaan? I saw on his status the other day. So you can message him. He won't say fuck all. Give him endless praise. The other day he posted somebody on his status who said he was talking bullshit about the money that he's giving away. Immediately replied to him. Immediately went to try and prove him wrong and sending screenshots of proof and shit. Put it on his status and criticizing the guy. Why the fuck is he so insecure about that?
Yeah.
Like, it
makes me wonder. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like focusing on the positives, bro. Like with Dan as well. They both liars, but like they got some inspiration you can draw out from there. You know what I mean? Some things that could keep you going and pushing. But Imaan more, bro. Imaan more. I think he really knows what he's doing, eh? Like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, whether he's given the money or not, now he knows what he's doing. Yeah. And he has like, he's got some good.
But what do you think? Like, dog, the story is too good to be true. He retired his mom at 22, bro. Yeah. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
That's some G shit right there. Yeah, and by yourself?
Mm. I'll be honest. I never believe. Like, the first video I saw of him, I immediately told myself I don't like this guy. Like, I don't, because like all his videos are like how to do this, and then, but the videos I'm used to watching is like actually how to do it, like literally click by click, like. And then his was just literally motivational, or not motivation, but like kind of explaining it. But the way he explained it, just, I don't know, didn't sit right with me. Like, it was a little too cocky and more like, look how much money I have, look what I've done.
Yeah.
But you have to be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I get it, but I know how rich you are. That's why I'm here. So tell me how I can do it too. Yeah. Like, I already know.
Yeah. That's another thing I wanted to get on, bro. Like, to everybody else is like, if you have a rich friend, bro, or like Floyd Mayweather had said this, he's like, bro, like sometimes when I hang out with my rich friends and they're putting me on their yachts, in their houses, I'm like, this is a nice house, but I need one of my own. This is a nice yacht, but I need one of my own. And people are too afraid to say stuff like that. But I'm like, if your rich friends are keeping you around and they're not showing you how they got what they got, they're keeping you around for an ego boost. Yeah. That's all they're doing, bro. They're just keeping you around for an ego boost. So if you're not showing me, then there's no point of having them, bro. Your network is your net worth, but you have to use it right. Sure. And that's what I wanted to say is like, what was I going to say? Fuck. Like, I was going to thank you guys for the opportunity with Bezlo and letting me use you guys because, what I was going to say, a lot of people as a lot of men, a lot of guys just see competition instead of working together.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you posted that story and I was like, oh, like, is that us? That was cool.
Yeah.
And then you were like, shout outs to us for showing you the trials and tribulations. And I was like, I told Barry,
Straight away.
I was like, dude, like, we got to get on that podcast.
But you guys have been pushing. I saw that Take a Lot thing, that Take a Lot affiliate thingy as well, like a while back. But you guys are on the next thing now, or what?
Yeah, perfect.
So with Take a Lot, when we mentioned earlier, when our wholesaler closed down, that was actually making us the most money. But then we got banned from Take a Lot.
Why?
It's a long story. So we were selling board games like 30 seconds. What other games?
Well, like any of the game you could think of.
But then we were selling it cheaper than the own company itself. So we were selling it for cheaper than 30 seconds because we were buying in bulk and we were getting it from a wholesaler. And 30 seconds and all those games and those companies, they didn't like it. So they probably contacted Take a Lot and said, hey, listen, these games are probably counterfeit. So we got banned straight away.
Well, they first said, can we please show that we have that our supplier is a legit retailer for these companies. So the board games are normal. There's nothing wrong with the board games. But the wholesaler we used didn't get permission from, because 30 seconds is its own brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 30 seconds would have to give our wholesaler permission to sell the board games. So they didn't. I don't know how they source the board games. It is a Chinese place. They ship the products from China and then put it in this massive warehouse and then we can shop there. So we were selling the board games. A couple of my friends bought. Nothing wrong with them. Like, it's legit board games. But the supplier isn't an official retailer for these companies. So then Take a Lot basically came to us and said, because we were making so much of board games, like actually, let me not get salary the profit, but we then they came back to us and said, like, can we see your slip so that and your proof that your wholesaler is a retailer for these companies. So we sent them our invoice, like our slip or whatever, and they're like, nowhere there does it state that they have permission to sell your board games, so we have reason to believe that these are counterfeit and we are suspending your account as of immediate effect. We were like,
that's crazy, bro. But with respect for you guys for flipping it over again and again. But flip. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I had it at the tip of my tongue, bro. I hate it when this happens.
Oh, we were talking about the coming here because you told us, you said.
Oh yeah, this is why I was so inspired by you guys, and I want to tell everybody else this, bro. Is that you must understand with the people that you know and everybody around you. It's like people don't like to look into the future and plan ahead, and that's fine. But let me tell you something. People around you are going to make it, dog, and they're going to do big things, and you don't want to fall behind.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I like being around guys like you because when I look at you guys working, there's no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to make it, which makes me like, I just can't fall behind. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because the only person that can sabotage us at this point is me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Same thing with you guys, bro. Like, there's certain people that you see them trying, and I pat them on the back. Okay, so for example, this chick, for example, right? Like, you can just, I already know when someone tells me something if it's going to be successful or not. I don't know. I just trust my instinct. I trust my gut. And this chick was telling me she got this really good job. She was getting paid really well. And then I was asking her, I was like, congratulations, I was happy for her and stuff like that. And I was like, should we celebrate maybe this weekend? And she's like, actually, I'm working all weekend and I'm just going to take my time to recuperate and keep working. And then she's like, I want to buy a car by December. And then immediately when she said that, for some weird reason in my head, I was like, this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because she's just biting more than she can chew, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and you can tell, like, when someone is not planning accordingly, when they just like trying to go. And the thing is, you need to balance it out. Like, even when I want to do something, I know once in a while I'm going to smoke me a fat joint and just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? But like, with people who are just so obsessed over it, I'm like, bro, you're going to fumble this back.
Yeah, we do it every day. Like,
and
stuff,
you're going to fumble this back. And like,
guilty.
Nah, but like,
no, but it's different. That is different. If you like the fact that you're here right now, like you can do that. Like Conor McGregor, he can smoke as much weed as he wants. Like he's working and he's doing. Andrew Tate, he can do whatever he wants. But if you're doing absolutely nothing but smoking all day and just saying like, I'm just gonna get out. If you're still working, you can do what you want.
Hey, you misunderstood me. I'm saying I don't take a break. I'm working all the time.
Oh, I thought just but regardless, I still feel strongly about that. Like I don't care if you're a stoner, but like. But I do judge, and I'll openly say this. I judge you if you literally smoke weed and
that's all you do.
That is all you do. And even if you have a job, that's just I'm going to offend so many people because I know so many people who do this. They just, like, they go to their job or they do whatever they need to do, but like not much effort. And then they go home and then they're like so excited and they just smoke. But I don't care if you smoke. It's just that's all you do. Like,
yeah, that's, I wouldn't say it's my downfall because I keep the right company around me, but I also do what you say. But like obviously seeing you boys work also gets me on my shit. Like it's so difficult, bro, to tell myself not to smoke. Like it's so difficult. But like sometimes I know I need to do it, Brian, for a long period of time. Like Imaan was saying, dog, like he was giving advice to people and telling them, wake up in the morning, don't look at your phone, do your morning routine, do this, do that. And he was saying, obviously nowadays I can't do that because I have a business. So the first thing I do when I wake up is go on my phone. But for a long period of time, this was my life. And people don't understand how long when I say keeping it together, it makes it sound like I fell off the wagon, but people don't understand how long I've been keeping it together. And it's when you start a business, dog, I'm sure you don't have the luxury of morning routines. You just get up and you grind.
First thing is take my
you know what I mean?
computer.
And you get up, get your coffee.
The worst thing is at night, like I used to just watch Netflix, like in high school, right? Like I'll get home, watch Netflix. Now, if I go to bed and I take on my Mac and then I see the Netflix, YouTube, Beasler, like, because I have my thing there. I'm like, I feel so guilty.
Yeah.
And then, but even if I'm doing that, Byron and I don't think we start messaging.
I think as we wake up, the first message is, when are we meeting? What time? Actually, we spoke about it the other day. We've been working every day for 7 months, and there was the first day of the whole year where we actually didn't know what to do. We were
both like, what do we do now?
Like, we've done everything. We set up the website.
It was still a productive day. We got booked a meeting with Century City Fives to set up our car wash in their place, and then another place in Melkbourne's Country Club. And so we had emailed all of them, and then we were just waiting for them. Some of them got back, and then we responded. But then other than that,
we didn't know what to do.
We were actually like, it was weird.
How do you guys manage to, because Reeghan also works a lot, but like, how do you manage the balance thing? Like, once I get my morning routines done here and there, but sometimes I can't, bro. Sometimes I have to wake up and do what I need to get done. You know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like it's a luxury, dog. I feel like it's a privilege, morning routines. Like, like and the way you guys work and the way you guys have flipped so many things, like I can only imagine the grind you've had to put in. So like, how high do you prioritize physical health, for example? Like,
we do give ourselves a break. I mean, we probably work 6 days a week, and then we have like one off day where we spend time with friends or family. And that's kind of our break.
Yeah, weekends with my girlfriend, like I'll just openly say it, the whole weekend, like every weekend.
But you still message me with
I'll still do, we still sometimes do our own thing, but I'm with her, and then during the week I'm with Byron. But physical health, I fully agree with. I was obsessed with like the gym and what I ate, and like I never tracked calories, but I made sure that I had like the like oats with cinnamon, like for breakfast, with like eggs, and then like the brown rice. Like I was very strict with myself on meals, so I know that how important it is, but I've definitely calmed down a lot since then, because now I do this. I try every morning. My mom's a dance teacher, and we have a studio in our property, so I try every morning because I've set up my gym there. I try every morning to gym before I start working, but truth is I struggle with that. I don't have a morning routine. I wake up, I eat breakfast, and then I open my computer. That's pretty much it.
Does that bring you fulfillment? That's a hectic question.
Yeah. I can't. If I'm not doing anything, then no. But if I'm not gymming, then I must be working. If I'm not working and I don't have anything to do on my computer, then I have to go gym. Like I can't. I won't wake up and sit. Like that can't happen. I also I'm a tennis coach as well, so I'm driving and like coaching. But that only starts a little bit later. Or sometimes I have lessons in the morning at like 7, then I'll go do those, come back. But then that's when my day starts. Then I'll still either gym or open my computer.
Do you find that if you sitting down doing nothing for a extended period of time, it like irritates you?
So much.
It's almost like you have a routine of this business, gym, and then you do
so much.
That's why weed is perfect, boys. Because, bro, things like this will make you lose your mind. Like, especially like flipping businesses so often, bro. What if this one doesn't? I've done 5. You know what I mean?
And all the people messaging like, "What happened to this? Now you're doing this,
bro." And they think they know they think it's so easy. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, bro, I just chill the fuck out, bro. Just do my thing.
I mean, I do that, but it can't be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I don't know. At the nights is a different story. And as soon as I just woke up, I'll give myself a break. Like I did just wake up. Like as long as I'm late to fetch him, sorry, dude. Honestly, I just slept in. Like, but.
Do you find it difficult to maintain a relationship with what you're doing?
Like, relationship with my girlfriend or?
Your girlfriend, yeah.
No, not at all.
Does she understand and stuff?
Yeah.
That's mad impressive, dude.
Some people are like you, right?
No,
you almost a curse, right?
I'll honestly say this, like, everything is so, like, she lets me do whatever. When I say that, I don't mean like we don't party without each other, but, like, she's super supportive of my work and what I do, and then I tell her about it. Like, if I do something new, I'll send her a picture of it. She'll say, "Oh, that's cool." Like, so we'll she fully understands everything I do and supports me, and then I do the same thing with her. She's got her own thing going. She's making clothes, like designing clothes. She's like very artistic, like extremely good artworks and stuff. So then I'll give her praise for that, and then yeah, we chill on the weekends, and then during the week we hardly speak in the week. We'll WhatsApp every now and then, but she does her thing, I do my thing.
Have you had any bad experiences in relationships? Like,
in the past?
Yeah,
big time. That's why like I know it sounds like I'm simping here, but it's genuinely like I've had like terrible experiences, and I like honestly hated girls. To be honest,
I feel like people who haven't had terrible experiences haven't lived life, bro. It's hard for me to relate to people who haven't had that. So when I see couples and they're all happy, doozy, I'm like, I'm happy for you, but I just hope you not, because relationships is like a drug by that love feeling. Yeah. Unfortunately, it takes you to cloud 9 and the clouds and woozy. So I need someone who's back down to reality that understands, like, you know, it's like what you have is rare.
Because yeah, dude, like I've been through the worst where I thought everything was perfect. And then
that's the word.
Yeah, like everything's going well. Like I thought that like it was sound crazy, like I love her, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden like all this bad stuff happens, and then it's like I can't believe I ever let myself get that attached. Then I'm like, I'll never do that again. But the relationship, looking back on it, like it was actually so toxic when I think back on it. So I'll make sure I'm never in that situation again. And I myself was terrible. As like I would like let her do things, let her say things that I didn't like, or double standards 100%. Now with my girlfriend now, if there's something I don't like I'll straight up say it, like, nah, that's double standards. Like I'm not cool with that. Yeah. And she'll
like you learn from it.
Yeah. And we'll be honest with each other. If she doesn't like something I do, she'll come at me for it. And if I disagree, I'll say like, I genuinely don't think I did anything wrong there. Like, or I'll say, okay, I get your point. Fine, we can settle. We can agree on that. But with my past relationship, she could have said or did whatever she wanted to. So I've grown from that.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have been I'm not delusional now. I was definitely in the past.
What advice would you give Reeghan, because he's struggling to find a wifey, bro?
Yeah, I was in a 3-year relationship actually, and going back to
what?
Yeah,
hectic.
This is haram. Send her to Saudi. Let her repeat this shit.
Right now, my girlfriend that I currently have, we've only been dating for about 2 months. She lives in Neisner, so the business.
Whoa. Long distance.
She's also so cool though.
Yeah, she's really nice. But the thing is, like, he sees his girl on the weekends, but I see her like every once a month or every 2 months. So I have time to myself, you know. But I was in a 3-year relationship, and going back to what you said, where these people post on social media of how well they're doing, but in the back they're not as healthy as they seem. We are posting all the time of how well we were doing, but in the back we were arguing almost every day. It was so toxic. So don't rush it. Make sure that you find the one, but she might not be the one that you think. So if she's, it's like a honeymoon phase. So you guys do well for 3 months, and then after 3 months you start fighting. Then there's a problem. You guys have to last a few months to make sure that you are going to last.
Do you think it's better for us to just catch you, or do you think you sabotage it when you're looking for it?
You don't fight in the club, that's for sure.
So I say sabotage when looking for it.
Right, but like, where do I even look though? Because obviously I'm not gonna go to the club.
I say you don't, like, genuinely. I know it sounds bad, but like the best thing is to not worry about girls.
I've been trying to do that, man, but like I can't lie to myself. Yeah. Especially like I have this strong sexual attraction thing. Yeah. And it makes me feel like I love a bitch when I don't.
Who doesn't have that attraction?
Yeah. You know? But which makes me feel like I'm immature though. Like, because I'm not gonna lie.
It's like lust.
Like 90% of my affection is sex. Like, because my love language is touch.
Yeah.
So I just want to touch my bitch the whole time. Exactly. Then they always go like, it makes me feel cheap. And I'm like, bro, what do you think? Do you think I'm like, do you think my standards are that low? Like I don't just touch anything.
I think if you get a girlfriend, then you guys will be solid, because what happens?
This is haram. Send her to Saudi. Let her repeat this shit.
Let me explain. I think if you want a girlfriend so badly, and you find a very attractive girl that's into you, and you don't really like, you wouldn't be friends with her if she wasn't hot. Like you just really like her, right? But mostly physical, but pretty much all physical. And then, like you said, then you'll do things or say things that irritate her, and you'll be like, what the fuck's your issue? Like, what the hell? But I think if you find a girlfriend, what will happen is you'll do the exact same thing, whereas you won't like change yourself, because that's what happens with it. You change yourself because you really want this girl, and then 3 months later you're like, okay, I'm bored of acting so much, I'm gonna be me. And you and her actually don't get along, like, realistically.
Yeah, fuck, bro. That's so true.
But I feel like you'll be yourself, right? So you'll say the things that you think from the get-go, and she'll either leave, which is a good thing, or she'll stay, which is also a good thing. But if she stays, then you never have to
change.
deal with it. She likes you.
The philosophy and the mentality. But I wanted to ask Brian, because obviously Chad's been cuffed for longer than you.
Yeah.
When my friends get cuffed, bro, it's a catastrophe. I hate it. They just always with their chicks and blah blah blah, and I'm with my girl, I'm like, bro, go pay a fucking ball. So did you have that experience?
I think I wasn't like jealous in a way, but I gave him time to his girlfriend. I even told him like on weekends we don't have to do business for like this day or certain times. I let him go to his girlfriend. I would do the business, like that's how the business works. So on the weekend I'll do some of the work, and then the next weekend when he doesn't see Jodie, if she's away, then he'll do the work.
Is it easier now that she cuffed as well?
Yeah, but then again, she's in night, so I won't see her anyways. Yeah.
It's not easy for me. He left for like...
Yeah, I went to go visit her for quite a while. I knew... but we made
this guy didn't answer my message.
Bro, you see what I mean, bro? I've been seeing red, bro. I'm like, this guy, we have a business together, bro. Business first.
Sundays.
Yeah, it was Sundays. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I lost all my friends with my ex, like...
How long was your ex?
11 months. Shavi, yeah. But it was downhill from like 5 months.
Probably let them go, didn't you?
Yeah, well, like, so she wasn't keen to go out or anything like that. Like, she was very stay at home, like, and like, let's say, I remember very specifically, one of my friends was an artist and he was performing, and we were close, and he was like, am I gonna come watch him perform? So I was like, of course, how could I not? And then I told her, like, do you want to come? She's like, no. And I was like, can I go? And she was like, she was not cool with that. She was like, so you're just going to go out and party and leave me like here or whatever? And I was like, no. And I didn't go watch his performance. I stayed with her. I know you're cringing right now. I'm cringing too. Like, that would never happen to me again. But that's the state I was in.
Right?
That's the state I was in. And then, yeah, she wasn't keen to go out. All my friends would go out partying. And at least I was like a proper party animal. Didn't go partying for like a solid, those 11 months, didn't go out, didn't party, and yeah, hardly saw my friends.
It's stuff like that I can't do. I can't see myself asking a chick, can I please do this? Yeah. Like, I don't see it happening, but I understand it's a respect thing, right? Because you expect her to do the same thing. But bro, I think men and women are different. When I say, you stay, I go, you know? But yeah, it's tricky for me because girls don't trust me from the get-go. And like sometimes I'll be like genuine with the chick, and then she'll be like, I don't trust anything you say. And I'm like, well, that's up to you, isn't it?
Do you think that's because you created a name for yourself, or that's how they
Oh, definitely.
Of course, bro. Of course.
When someone says to me, I've heard of you, I already know this is not good. Like when I try and pull a chick, it's like, I know who you are. I just leave her, bro. Because I'm like, there's nothing good that came out of that. There's nothing good. But I do enjoy it, bro, because another thing I keep telling guys is like when a chick really despises you, I guess when she's like, I hate you, and like she blocks you and stuff like that. But then when she sees you, or like when she still comes to see you after all that stuff, that really shows how much she likes you, bro. Like you do it. My one friend got cheated on. I'm like, bro, you do it the right way. You take a chick, you treat her properly, you don't cheat on her, and they leave you, bro. I fuck them up for life, and they always come
to you.
But and also
I see that though.
But also another thing, bro, have you noticed you never see a chick somewhere complaining and talking about her boyfriend that he treated her nicely, but it's always talking about the toxic boys. Yeah. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did this.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'm just like, you clearly still in love with him. You're saying you hate him, but I can tell, bro, you're still into him. And I'm just like, I can't do that. And another thing, bro, is every time, so I have a lot of friends who are in relationships, and I truly nurture that part of my life because I don't have it. So I like make sure to consciously like to balance it out, to be supportive, right?
Yeah.
Because of the way I am. But a lot of them, when they tell me stories, but there's just so much cack they had to deal with in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like this one guy was telling me he caught his chick linking with her ex. And I'm like, how are you even still with her? Like she's beautiful, they have a beautiful relationship. And I'm like, bro, that's a no go to me. Yeah. I'll never speak to her again afterwards. You know what I mean? Haram, bro. Haram. But there's just so much shit you have to deal with, bro. And like even the best chicks, the nicest chicks I know, like it disappoints me that I'm able to manipulate them so easily. So this one chick, bro, I know she has like she's starting to be a psychologist, and she hates me. But I knew if I asked her something about my mental, I was like, I need you. And then she sent me 3 paragraphs, blocked me, then came back and she's like, what you need from me? I'm like, bro, it's too easy, bro. It's too easy. And I'm like, be better. Do you know what I mean? Like, be better. Like, be for real. Because like, you can't help me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You think you can, but you can. I don't.
It's a turn off because I also had a girl. I had a girl that I was dating, in school, and then it was a bad breakup. Like from my side though, I broke up with her, and then she hated me. I was a bit of a dick, I won't lie, but then I didn't speak to her at all for the rest of school. then a year out of school, don't even know what she's doing, who she is. And then I see her at a party. If she's watching this, I'm sorry, but then I see her at a party the next, like 2 years out of school. And like it's awkward because last time we spoke was me breaking up with her and being a little bit of a dick. So then I was like, okay, this is a bit toxic, but I was like, I'm going to try my luck again. Like, and then it worked. And then after that, I was also like, she, like, just because she took me back so quickly, I was like, and then she would like really like me after that. Then I was like, okay, that's a little bit of a turn off, genuinely. Like, after that, like, I wouldn't expect you to take me back so quickly. Yeah. Like, I know it's been 2 years, but it was just, if it's too easy, sometimes it's not.
Like the thrill of the chase.
The thrill of the chase, yeah, for real.
It's also, I don't know, was I speaking to you about it? Like, no, I was speaking to my friend Ryan. He was talking about like, the like a pretty girl that gives you just enough attention, but not enough is like a prize. Like, you get her and it's like, I'm really like, I got her. But if it's a girl that like most of your friends have already got with, it's not like that much. It's not like you don't want her that much. Like, you'll try your luck with her, but then afterwards, whether she says yes or no doesn't matter.
You know what the thing is with me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I treat everyone the same. Like, I treat girls. I have the same game, especially with texting, bro. Yeah. So like, I get bored of texting because of the rules. Like, everybody knows the rules, bro. Like, one message, like just like
double text.
No double text. But I'm so old now, bro. I just do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I do it with all the chicks, and it's interesting. And I swear at this point, I'm probably doing it just like as a social experiment to just see how they react. Yeah. And always the hotter girls, bro, are just it drives them away. Like, if you ever had a bad bitch wanting you first and then you fumble her, like, I get that all the time, bro, because I just text them however the fuck I want to text them. And there's actually rules and regulations of how you text a pretty girl, bro.
Yeah, rules and regulations.
There's too many, bro.
There's too many. There's too many. And like, I just don't care anymore, bro. I'm so old, bro, and I'm focused on other things. And I'm just like, we're just going to waste our times and just become strangers after this. Do you know what I mean?
He's good at that. If you, like, because like, my girlfriend shows me her DMs and they're ridiculous. Like, they cringe. Like, these guys.
Do you ever ask her to see them?
No.
Because I would.
No, sometimes I'm like we make fun of them together technically. Like, yeah, she'll be like, I'll be like, she'll open her Insta and then I'll see like 14 DMs or something, and I'll be like, 14, what the?
It's always funny when you see something. No, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, I haven't seen that. That will be bad. If I see one of my friends, I'll be like, yo. But then
I'm so glad I haven't been in there.
Yeah, no, but if you do, like,
no, I won't.
I will laugh. That's pretty much it. I'll just be like, oh, I was on a podcast with this guy, and then I'll talk nice about you too. I'll be like, this guy's actually a legend, dude. Like, check him out. Like, and then
no, but I had a similar experience with a guy. I was messaging his chick, and then they sent me a picture together, and then I was like, you guys are actually really cute. And then he was like, thank you. And then I kept messaging her and we were Snapchatting and stuff like that. And then at some point he lost his shit, bro. Like, he just started like sending me middle fingers and telling me fuck off and shit.
Oh,
and I'm like, bro, but she's talking to me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, I'm not here for you. I'm here for your girl. Yeah. I'm like, because he was fine with it in the beginning. And I don't see it, like, he wasn't threatened, and for good reason. This chick is really into him. But this is what is interesting, because she was giving, you know, the streaks?
Yeah.
She was sending me one every single day.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where I wasn't opening them sometimes, and she would still send them to me, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, she clearly wants my attention for some reason. And I remember seeing out at, I'm like, yo, I hope she's not watching it. At Claremont. And she was with her boyfriend. And literally she sees me and she runs to get him. And this is where I'm sitting there, right? And she takes him and she puts him like his back towards me and she kisses him with her eyes wide open while looking at me, bro.
Oh, jeez.
That's a mind fuck, eh? And she's so hot, dude. I'm just like, and she's been with this guy for so long. And I'm just like, what are you saying?
What's your goal? Yeah.
Bro, and I told her, I was like, bro, when you get tired of your man, give me a call. And then she still tries to act hot. She's like, that will never happen. I was like, give me a call.
Oh, so she was kind of just going for the chase then, in a way, like.
But that's the thing. Women like the chase more than we, I think.
Yeah. So I wouldn't get mad at you. I would get mad at her. Because I told her as well, like, because she doesn't answer them. And if she does, I'm not going to be like, yo, who's this guy? I'm going to be like, I don't care who he is. Why? Because the thing is, we also have an agreement. I don't know how people feel about this, but it's our agreement, so it's fine. But it's, she can't accept drinks from other guys. And obviously I can't buy other girls drinks. But like, the thing is,
I hope you're not doing that anyway.
Yeah.
I was going to say that part's quite obvious, because then that's me actively going out and offering girls drinks. But for her, like, she gets offered 1 million free drinks a night. So she used to give me the drink, or like we would share the drink, and then she would take it and go straight to me. But then also that's a bit disrespectful to the guy, I would say, because genuinely, you're not
fuck those guys, bro.
Fuck those guys.
If they don't know me, like if let's say I was single and I try to buy a girl a drink, she's like, okay, thanks, goes to a boyfriend. I mean, I don't know, but rather just say no. in the beginning, and then
yeah, it's tricky, bro. So I had a situation where I was talking to this girl, and she was very touchy, bro. And I told her my love language is touch. And then at some point she was holding my biceps like this as she was talking to me. And bro, at this point my alarms are going off. I'm like, pray. I'm like, yeah, I'm joking. So I ask her, I'm like, do you have a boyfriend? And she's like, yeah, he's right there. He points at him and he's looking at me and he's so chilled about it. And the thing is about girls like this, there's certain girls out there that were just raised right. And I say raised right, I mean they were raised in an oblivious environment. So
like raised correctly, so now they don't. Yeah.
But like in their head, the world is all lovey-dovey and all amazing. And I love chicks like that because they have such good energy towards them. But I could never date one because they're too friendly. Yeah. Like the thing is, I think she genuinely believes that these guys don't want to fuck her.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes.
And you need a chick that's a bit rude, bruh. And I'm just saying, like, I want a chick that's nice, but only nice to me. But I hate that because that's what girls want. And I'm like, why do you want your ego boosted like that? Like, girls want a guy that's a dick, but it's only nice to them. But I'm like, well, why must your ego be boosted like that?
But that's what we want.
But that's what I want as well. But like,
you don't think that's how it should be? Because we give them what they want, but they're not giving us what we want.
Yeah, but the thing is they can get away with that because there's so many fucking guys that are always going after them.
Yeah. That's the thing. If we want to go, we have to actively go approach them. Like, they get approached. Or they have to say no, where we have to not actually go talk to another girl. So for example, it's way easier. Like I was talking to her about this as well. I was like, I'm not going to go to another girl. No girl's going to come to me. I'm not going to go to another girl. But guys are going to come to you. So you have to either say yes or no. I don't have to do anything.
But you know what's crazy is that you have to explain that to her.
No, I didn't explain it. Because she thought that, because every time I would like she would trip just as much as I would trip. So she's like worried about me cheating or like not cheating, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm explaining to her like, I won't cheat. If I cheat, that's me actively looking to cheat. If you're cheating, that's you just saying yes. So I was just telling her it's way easier for you because she keeps saying like reassuring me and then saying the same thing back to me. Like I mustn't do it. I'm like, I even if I wanted to, it won't happen.
And the crazy thing is about with drunk girls is that they could cheat on you by mistake.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that they didn't mean to. You see what I mean? And it's just like, the thing is, when you know the intention, it changes everything. So when you know she wasn't actively trying to disrespect you and cheat on you, then you kind of have to see it different. But you kind of have to know the chick beforehand before you get with her. So if I get with a chick that's like clumsy and just makes mistakes when she's drunk, then I know there's a high chance of her cheating on me on a night out, but not purposely.
I've supposed to tell my girlfriend that I won't accept that. If you're drunk, then you cheat.
Of course.
Yeah, drunk actions are sober thoughts.
Yeah. I won't be able to continue the relationship knowing that's happened. Yeah. Just like it will always be at the back of my mind. I can't continue the relationship knowing that's.
But you said you guys don't go out by each other.
Yeah, we go out together.
Okay, I think
that's good.
I think that's healthy.
That's good.
Yeah. And it's unhealthy that guys tell their chicks they can't go. Like I'm sure with you guys it was a mutual decision, right?
Yeah.
So with guys just tell their chick they can't go out, then they go out like the whole week. So do you think that's like fucked?
Well, you got to know your girl. Oh, this could be a bit toxic, but if she's going to do it, whether you tell her to or not, then telling her not to.
That's so true.
If you tell her not to, and you know she will, then that's worse.
That comes back to that chase thing though, because you want a little bit of resistance. You know what I mean? Put her in her place. But
if you know you tell her like you can't go out, and she says, "Okay, I won't," then maybe you can say that. But if you tell her you can't go out, and you know she's still going to go out, then rather say I'm cool with it, and then. Because I think it's very attractive. It's like, well, for us, is like, yeah, do what you want. Like, yes. I trust you. If you cheat, though, I'm out. But I'm not like, you can't do this. You can't do that. Like, do what you want. But if you cheat, it's over.
I'll go back to it again, though. I know the game, but I know myself as well. So I won't lie to myself because I know it looks cool as fuck. And she also feels that big dick energy when you like do whatever the fuck. She's like, ooh. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say anything because that's not how I feel, bro. I don't want to see you out, so don't go out, bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
So then you can say, like, you can go out, but I don't want you to go out.
Oh, that's good.
They don't know you're...
Because there was one night where she went out without me, and I was so chilled with it, like, because it was basically one of her girl's best friends had been broken up with, and she didn't want to see guys. And she's got a friend group of 4. I think it's 4, and they're like super tight, and they do everything and tell each other everything, and they went out on a girls' night. But afterwards, she came back to my house. So all her friends went back home, but she got dropped off at me. But I was still we had such a big fight about that because like she told me she'd be back at like 1, then 2 o'clock came, then 3 o'clock came, and then I was just really pissed off. And then
What are you waiting for?
yeah, I was awake, and I was like, and then I still met, and then she was drunk, so she was like, I stay close to Bayside, but not super close. So then she's like, the Uber driver won't drop me off, so I'm gonna walk from Bayside. And it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, I'm not gonna fetch you, and you're not gonna get dropped off at Bayside. Tell the Uber driver. Then I was like, tell the Uber driver I'll pay him. But no chance I'm gonna pay the Uber driver to take it to drop a girl off.
Literally like 100 meters.
It's so like, what? Why wouldn't you do that as a bit? Yeah,
Bro, and I just want to give advice to anybody that's listening here, bro. If your girl goes out and then there's no stories anywhere of her going out, her friends aren't posting stories, she's not posting stories, that's when you should be worried, bro.
Yeah.
That's when you should be like, haram! Bro, that's when you should be really worried. Because like, if my chick goes out, bro, I want to see stories. Like, I'm going to be looking at the stories the whole time. Where are you? Because I might pop up a mistake. Oh, fancy seeing you here. What are you doing here?
that actually happened once. We were going out. She was going out, and I was going out with another group.
Oh, yeah.
So she was going to Boogie's, and I was going to In Between. But I didn't know it was so close to each other. So this was another big issue. So she got there like 2 hours before me. I hope she doesn't mind me telling this, but she got there like 2 hours before me, and she was waiting in line because our line is huge for Boogie's. Yeah. And I got there 2 hours later, really drunk, with my friend who saw his friend in the front of the line, or their group. And then I got to stand in front, which, yeah, is a bit of a dick move pushing in. I know that now, but I was drunk. Yeah. And then I got into the club, and I was trolling in Boogie's like for a solid hour and a half. I was sending her videos like, come in, like, I'll buy you a drink when you get inside. She's standing outside. Now, I know I sound like a dick for this, but we didn't plan to go to the club together. We planned to go out to separate places on the same night, and I ended up at the same place as her. So am I wrong for not standing in line with her?
Of course. Of course.
What do you say? Should I have stood in line with her?
No, bro, I don't think so. I had a friend once, his chick got bounced, and he told her to go home.
Sure.
Because what do you do, bro? I still want to be out. You know what I mean? We came here for a reason, but I respect shit like that. Like, bro, I've seen it. I've seen the worst of the worst. Like, I remember this one chick was talking to my friend, and then they were dating, and he was like, do you think we could go buy this today or something? And then she was like, maybe if you're a good boy. And she was joking.
The good dog.
She was joking, but that's rough, bro. That's rough. And like, bro, just like asking for permission, but do what you want, bro. You guys understand each other the best. That's the problem I have with chicks, right? It's just like they focus too much on the public persona I put on, and I'm like, but you know the real me. You know this is an act I put on because it's my brand, I guess, right? And I'm like, I need you to understand that what's happening between me and you is between me and you. Doesn't need to be involving anyone else. And that's what's tricky about dating younger chicks. When I say young, I mean legal, still legal. Put it wrong. It's but is that they're very focused on the social media looking type of relationship where they want everybody to know. And the thing is, when people are curious about your relationship with someone, is that they're constantly going to be asking questions about it to her, and she wants to flex. She wants to be like, oh yeah, we went this, we did this, and I'm like, girl, you are taking us out to this place you don't want to be at, I don't want to be at.
Oh, it's just for the post.
Just for the post, and you want to show your friends. I'm like, you're just wasting our, like, if this is not going to be genuine between me and you, then what are we doing? Yeah. And that's the problem with today's relationships, right, is that it's more about the outside perspective than what's going on inside, which is why I feel like this is the perfect persona for me to put on, so a chick can really understand that as bad as it looks, she is.
Yeah, that's cool. That's exactly, it's public.
Bro.
It was kind of different, but I posted a story on Mother's Day.
I saw it, yeah?
Yeah, it's not true.
I assume so. I thought it was pretty cute. I thought it was romantic. I was like, oh.
Oh, but you get what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
No, I just, so basically it was Mother's Day, and I was like, everyone's posting Mother's Day. So why would they, like, I want views on my story. I want likes on my story. So how am I going to get people to, everyone's posting. Yeah. So if I post a picture of my mom, everyone's just going to be like, another post. Yeah. So I posted a picture of me and my girlfriend, and I said, Happy Mother's Day to my baby's mom. Yes. And I just, my DMs blew up. He was messaging my mom, and obviously it's not true. I just wanted attention.
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, was that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was just being cute. I was like, damn, bro, this guy's really in deep. I was like,
oh no, I wanted it to look like she was pregnant so I could get views on my story.
Even I messaged him. I thought something.
Yeah, her friends messaged me. My phone. Some people thought I was dumb and like, dude, you know how you made that sound? I'm like, no, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, people don't get it when you're playing it. But like, bro, like I'm going to love like my first baby mama, bro. The first chick that gives me a child. Like I'm not planning on having several baby mamas, but if it happens, it happens. But I'm just saying, like, that's a big, like, I've had less than 5 girlfriends in my life. Less than, because I take that label shit seriously.
Yeah.
I take it seriously. So, like, I pay attention to stuff like that, bro. And if I was ever to call a girl my baby mama, bro, she should feel fucking privileged, bro. She should feel so privileged. Because that's great. Do you see yourself getting married?
The question is, what is the purpose of dating if you're not going to date for marriage? True.
I disagree with that.
You disagree? I mean, you can think of it the other way, where dating, you can, I don't know, get experience and learn from your mistakes. But then there has to be a time where you're dating for marriage. You can't date your whole life and not have a purpose of dating.
But would you do it properly? Law, government involved, weddings, all that stuff.
Haram!
I'll sign a prenup, yeah.
You sign it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's just like people get bad, like, oh, don't you love me? Why are you signing a prenup? But you're looking like so many people. I think 70% of marriages end in divorce. So you're kind of backing yourself.
Whoa.
If she doesn't want to sign a prenup, it's a massive red flag, bro.
It's almost like she's there for the money.
I can expose my mom and my stepdad. They married like that, and it's fucked.
What, without a prenup?
Yeah, it's fucked, dude. Like they're not living together.
But that's what I mean about involving the government. But do you think the prenup sorts that like
Yeah, so you come into the marriage, you leave with what you came in with.
I fully agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Andrew Tate was saying, bro, like the government's always involved when you're buying a car, buying a house, and now she must involve you when you're married. Now you put your dick in another bitch, and then she takes half, and then she leaves.
It's
you don't want the government to involve in anything. Listen, guys, need to take a quick break just to free some space on the camera, and then it's going to be load shedding now.
Yeah.
So just restart the recording, everything.
all right, cool.
Yeah, we'll be back in a second.
Cheers, man.
We're gonna have a part 2. No.